Okay. Awesome. We are live. So we are in Decoded with Cosmos Spaces. We got the Intento team here with us. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. My name is Sietse. I'm the co-founder of Intento, and I'm also the ecosystem lead. Last week we went live to mainnet successfully, launched via ICS PSS, and now I passed my word to Daniel to introduce him.
Hi there, I'm Daniel. I'm also doing well. We had our lunch last week, so yeah, really got a lot of things going from there as well. And yeah, the energy has been really high, and we've been doing really good. So yeah.
Yeah, we're super excited about y'all's launch. Definitely giving you guys a lot of love, and just excited for what it means. Before we get really started, I'd like you guys to, you guys gave us the introduction of what you do at Intento, but maybe I'm sure you guys never envisioned ever working like in Web3 before. So maybe tell us how you got into crypto. Daniel, how about we start with you?
I had an interest already in crypto in 2017, and way before that, I grew up with a financial crisis, so I was always already thinking about philosophical things like the financial system somehow, and that's where this interest is coming from. And in 2020, I dove into all the different ecosystems and cryptos, and I really believed in the interchain vision of having so many chains, uh, being this while still being connected, having this unified experience through a trustless bridge, and that's what brought me really to Cosmos, and yeah, that's why I bought into this vision as well. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you, Daniel. What about you,
Yeah,
Sits?
for me it's quite the same. I really got a lot of passion for the hub. Before I had a financial background in auditing, I worked at the Big Four at the beginning, but my passion for DeFi and especially how on a trustless manner how things work so sovereign and the interchain level that really amazed me, and definitely also how we started into building because we saw a missing piece that if you want to automate your actions on chain, it was impossible. You had to do it by an off-chain bot or build custom smart contracts, and that's what we really drove into building Intento.
Awesome, awesome. So I think it's not fair that I get to hear about you guys. I'll tell you a little bit about myself as well. So
Yes, of
you
course.
guys know where my journey. So Daniel, I'm similar to you. 2017, a buddy of mine told me, "Hey man, Bitcoin's $3,000. Forget about it. It's already way too far gone." Like, so just imagine that hearing that $3,000. He told me there was this new thing called Ethereum. There's an Ethereum alliance with these different countries in Europe, and I should just kind of pay attention to it. Up until that point, I had thought of Bitcoin as being literally like an evil PayPal. That's what I thought it was at the time. I didn't really understand what was going on. But with my friend kind of telling me about it, he's a computer engineer, started looking into crypto, and it really caught my attention. So I started in 2017, was there for like the ICO bubble, and really got disappointed in the space. But I never like fully left. I was always still really present. One of the tokens that I had been really like really excited about at the time was an Ethereum pillar called Ant Shares, which was Neo. And so
Oh,
I
Neo,
saw,
yeah.
yeah, I saw that other chains had like this ecosystem, and so I was like, I wonder if Neo has a ecosystem. Started looking at different people building a Neo, and I found one token that really caught my attention, which was one called Switcheo, which was actually pivoting to building Cosmos SDK. And so I was like, oh, let me kind of take a look at this Cosmos SDK. Like, what is that? And so that was such a weird journey how I ended up in Cosmos, but I ended up kind of like looking into the Cosmos, trying to see like what it was all about. And I started to get on Twitter and with a friend from also from Switcheo, we started to see that. Sorry, we started to see that. Give me 1 second, guys. My audio just kind of acted up here.
Yeah.
Yep. We started to see that that people would actually jump on spaces and actually do like really cool. Like you had founders, you had devs come on. So I was like, man, I was like, the Cosmos is an amazing place, and so that's how we ended up actually creating Cosmos spaces. And so we've been doing that. This is about to be 4 years since we started doing Cosmos spaces, and so we just love to get to meet founders and
Sorry,
developers.
your audio is a bit dropping off. It's getting muffly. I don't know if you hear the same as it.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
It's getting a bit better. Yeah, yeah, it's coming
Yeah.
back maybe.
Okay, what about now?
Not exactly. No.
Not
Okay.
as clear as in the beginning.
Yeah, I, I have my phone connected. I have my computer connected to my phone. I got a call at the time, and it kind of knocks me out. So I'll see if I can fix my audio. I'll ask you guys questions and see what we can do in a second. So yeah, apologies for that. Let me see if I can get my audio fixed.
Yeah, it's like you're underwater. Yeah, it's tough.
All right, I feel like I'm better again.
Yes.
Yes. Now you're
Definitely.
All right, sorry about that. So just to summarize real quickly, I was talking about being looking into Cosmos because of Switch.io, and that's whenever we started to do spaces on Twitter, and we'd have people like Zaki, Sunny just jump on spaces, and we're like, what the heck? How are we talking to like founders and developers? And so it was just really cool, just like kind of the vibes going on in Cosmos, and then just really truly started believing in the technology and the ethos, that Cosmos is. And so having said that, it's been about 4 years since we've done Cosmos spaces. We've doing validator services. We do a lot of infrastructure, and then we love hosting these spaces so we can get to meet the new teams that are like really building and really changing everything that's being done. So really excited to be here with you guys today.
Thanks. Definitely thanks for having us as well. Yeah.
Yeah, loved hearing your story and how you got into Cosmos, like right from the beginning. That's very cool.
Yeah, thank you. So, just to kind of get it started really well, for someone who's maybe new to Intento, how would you describe it in like your simplest terms?
I always like to say making the complex things simple, but as each
Yeah.
has his own ideas.
Well, on chain terms, I would say it's like if you have an intent, it can be executed on any chain in a trustless, seamless, and unstoppable way to make it a one-liner.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's very important. Very important to try to make it easy for people. What would you say that Intento is trying to solve? Like, what's the problem that Intento is solving on the current blockchain space right now?
Yeah, we see various missing pieces. For example, if you want to automate transactions or your trading strategies, you need to the smart contracts are customized required. So we eliminate that problem. And we also see a problem on the gas usage because Intento is up to 10 times more gas efficient than other approaches. So it's cost efficient and lean. And also the third thing is we are the security first, of course. We self-custodial and we don't need intermediaries, and there is no smart contract risk at Intento.
Yeah, and in addition, also, I think the gas abstraction part is also big. So we can with Intento Portal, you can automate actions and just pay in Intel tokens. And we plan to do the same also for tokenstream.fun and other integrations as well, where you just have one token where you pay in, and the actions from your flow, they are the gas is abstracted. So on whatever chain you want to do something like streaming tokens or auto compounding or going forward even rebalancing portfolios, you just do that in one token.
Exactly, and I don't want to overemphasize, but everything happens on chain.
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys actually touched over a lot of things, and so I'm hoping I don't miss any of the questions I want to ask. So I'll start off with this one. You know, you're talking about transactions. Why is focusing on intent, you think, would you guys say, such a breakthrough compared to just sending transactions directly?
Yeah, I think yeah, the main actions are transactions. So sending a token from one person to another person, or delegating tokens to a validator. But when you want to do something repetitively, or you want to do something in a smart way, you have to have logic to it that is either conditional or is like on schedule, and that is where the intent part comes in. So you set your intent, you state your intent, uh, and it can be anything like auto compound my tokens if my rewards are more than one atom, for example.
Mhm.
And then yeah, it happens in a trustless way using our framework.
Jitsi, you talked about flows a little bit. Could you explain exactly what a flow is and why it's so important?
Well, we deem it like for setting up a flow. It's a recurrency. You don't have to bother once it's set, and that's so important on a flow and the way how it's operating at TokenStreamer and at Intento Portal. It all has the KPIs we talked about before, and you just set it once and you can forget it, and that's what flows make simple.
Yeah, and in Intento flow is also basically stating your intent into a flow that is that contains certain actions and conditions added to it. And if you can even combine flows and make a flow conditional on another flow. Um, so basically, a flow is, yeah, basically the on-chain representation of the intent that you have.
What would you guys say is like kind of like your vision for how you see people using, intent and flows? What do you guys see as the most like, I guess the easiest way people would start using these things?
Yeah, we just also announced our roadmap on X today, and yeah, what we're seeing right now is a lot of attention going towards institutions coming into crypto, building their own chain, and yeah, what we want to do also is provide a platform for these institutions to uh, yeah, to orchestrate their actions and their needs uh, in the interchain environment, and even into EVM chains and basically all the chains. Everything will be the interchain, we believe.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's basically also going forward, yeah, a target audience for us next to the DeFi users and applications that integrate with Intento.
I agree with you guys where institutions are kind of like the biggest users, I feel like, in this round that we're seeing. Like they're the biggest adoption, right? Everyone thought that they'd always be on the sidelines, but we're seeing that they're actually really interested in actually partaking and doing things in blockchain. I
Yeah.
also work for. Oh, go ahead, CSD. I'll let
Uh,
you. I feel
at,
like you have to say
at,
something.
at the same time, we're also focusing, on the cosmonaut, on the real user that wanna strategize their investments, for example, with TokenStream and DCA auto compound and that. So
Mm.
our focus is multiple oriented.
So when you're saying like automatically compounding, are you referring kind of like when someone is staking, they can automatically compound that stake over and over, or what did you mean by that?
Well, we have templates in Intento Portal where you can select, for example, I want to stream one atom on these thresholds, on these conditions, and yeah, so it's also accessible for every user. That's
Okay.
that's a little bit my point.
Okay, gotcha. I do think it's important also, like to, even though we're talking about how institutions are important, also to say like, hey, we're not losing focus on like the everyday user as well.
Exactly.
Um, yeah. So no, I think it's important to point both out. What I was gonna say is that I worked for a different crypto company called Babylon, and I've noticed that the biggest users right now for what technology they're building, also built on Cosmos SDK, is institutions. But again, as a company, we don't want to lose focus on that everyday user. So it's still like trying to find that perfect middle ground where you can be attractive to both. So I definitely do understand the power of being able to build the technology that can attract both institutional and non-institutional users. So it's really cool that you guys kind of can attract both by what you guys have built so far.
Yeah, our framework is suitable for both. But yeah, we're mainly targeting on institutions.
Understood, understood. So you guys were talking about self-custodial earlier. How does self-custodial execution work using Intento?
Yeah, you head over to portal.intento.zone, and there you can build your flow. We have several templates live right now, and these are very simple templates at the moment. And what we are working on is getting interchain queries into these flow templates as well, and then you can have things like balance checks. Only send if my balance is X amount, and this also, yeah, sort of in the background saves you some gas uses by not having to first do the action, but first checking the balance, for example. But also with the interchain queries, what we can do is with, for example, a stream swap event, we could say we query the current streamed price and then say and make a strategy based on that price if you want to DCA into it, buy into it, or do another action based on that. And that's something we've been working on as well.
No, that's awesome. Um, if it's okay with you guys, I'd like to kind of share what your screens look like. So I'm going to try to present it here.
Yes.
See if I can share my screen. Give me one
Sounds
second,
fun.
just so we can show what the screen looks like. Let me see here,
Yeah.
and you
We
might see
already
it.
got over 100 flows live on mainnet. So since
Gotcha.
Thursday, 100, maybe like 160 flows are yeah, brought to life
So
already.
Exactly.
are you guys able to see my screen right now where I'm looking at y'all's website?
No, I
No,
can't see
not
it
yet.
yet.
All right, so yeah, I'm looking at it. Let me double check if on the stream it's actually showing up correctly, because it's the first time I'm trying this live, just because I think it's important to be able to see it. So let me just double check that it's showing up correctly on the stream at least. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm hoping that it shows up. Um, let's see. Okay, so it's not showing up yet. So let me see what I'm missing here. Ah, here we go. Add to the stage. There we go. Okay. So maybe
Yes.
you guys can see it. Cool. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm here. I'm inside y'all's portal web page, and here we see the dashboard. We see like the Into Send, Osmo swaps. It looks really good. And then we have flows,
Cool.
flow builder.
Yes, here's where you can build your flow. Select a chain, and then in second step there you will be able to see templates for the
Gotcha.
specific chain.
Okay.
So if
Very
you
cool.
click the plus button at step two, yeah, you can stream the token, auto compound it if you are a delegator, and DCA into our stream swap happening right now as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool here to do. So here I would, let's say I wanted to do the auto compounding it. Would I have to hit any of these right here, or how would that work?
Yes, it's good that we're going through this. So you can, it helps us improve the user experience. So yeah, where would you click? What would you do?
Yeah, so here I know that it says delegate, so I guess it could be if I wanted to delegate an amount, but then I don't know how I would do the auto compounding exactly.
Uh-huh.
Withdraw, would I, do I need to add anything else? No, that
Yeah,
wouldn't be it.
I'm letting you play a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, you're teasing
Yeah,
me.
you can also click on the auto compound button itself. It's actually also the
Oh, right
you
here, right here. Oh,
yeah
there it is. There it
these
is.
above.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So yeah, here I yeah, there's a placeholder your address, and this will in a later step basically get your address that's connected from your Kepler or your wallet,
Wallet.
and
Okay.
yeah, it makes it a bit easier.
Yeah. And then you could find out what these loops are. This is pretty cool, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. We put a lot of effort into it, a lot of revisions over the
So you
years.
can build a bunch of flows and then be able to go here and look at the flows that you've built.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly.
It will also
Very cool.
show
Very
up on the
cool.
dashboard. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, that'll be easy to look at also afterwards. So
Hmm.
I did see you mentioned um we talked about institutions, and I know that Magmar has talked about how that's the new focus of ICL is getting institutions. I also saw recently there was an announcement about StreamSwap being on the hub. Exactly. So you guys are working closely with the StreamSwap team.
Yeah, we've been in contact for months, looking at what I different strategies, adding strategies to StreamSwap, and that's something that's in development, and we are looking at the smart ways to enter into positions. So DCA is the first one, but we're also looking at the using the current streamed price and making strategies possible based on that. And how someone wants to enter into the stream.
Awesome, awesome. I'm gonna remove the screen here for a second. Thank you for guys for I know we didn't talk about that, but that's kind of cool to be able to look exactly at what you guys are building. It was pretty awesome. That's cool that how well you guys are working with the StreamSoft team. I know that they're great guys, and it's really cool that they're going to be built on the hub, that they're moving over to be on the hub. That's really kudos to them for doing that. So cool.
Yeah, they are really really nice and really good people. Yeah, always happy to help out. Easy to reach out, and they are
Definitely. Yeah.
really a good value to the whole ecosystem. I also definitely believe. Yeah.
So just like from my little bit of time playing with Intento, because I'll admit, like I haven't played with it, before. This is my first time using it. I feel like it's an easy way to kind of make smart contracts, like in a way. Um, could Intento be used for like improving something as simple as like scheduled payments, something like that?
Definitely. Yeah.
For sure,
Yeah.
yes.
Scheduled payments will be one of the main, one of the easiest use cases, definitely,
Awesome.
because you start to set up a flow. Usually every 26th of the month you get your salary. You set your interval on every month, and then, for example, you can have someone in charge and give the salary, start up the flow.
Yeah. So I want to ask you guys, like, what inspired you to try to make these tools? Like, how did you guys see that there was a need for them? Like, I love always kind of trying to dive deep, get the behind the scenes as to how you guys perceive this
Yeah.
problem and then how you went on tackling it.
I think, yeah, for me, it was definitely also the scheduling payments, actually,
Oh,
because
nice.
that's something that's in my bank app and it's not in my Kepler. I was like, why isn't it there? Why it's in Web3, it's supposed to be the first major use case is payment, but there's no scheduling payment. So
Sure.
That's something that where I was like, wow, this is a big opportunity. But you cannot just build a system for scheduling payment. That would be, yeah, easy, a bit easy, but also, yeah, who would use a platform that's just scheduling payment? You have to offer a lot more,
Hmm.
bring more to the table. And I think what we're doing here is, yeah, making this platform a trustless way to do smart actions without smart contracts as well.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
It's funny that that was kind of your vision because I've thought about that too. Like I set things up on auto pay, all the bills, all the time, and I've always thought about like what would that look like in crypto. So that's kind of what I saw right now when I was looking at the flows. I was like, this is probably something that would allow me, who's someone who's non-technical, to be able to schedule something like this. So that's really cool that that's kind of like your thought process behind that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It really is, and yeah. Also, I think a major next driver was DCAing,
Mm.
as seeing myself FOMOing into different coins at the worst time. Made me
All
also
the time,
realize
right?
DCAing really helps, and streaming over time. So streaming over even 10 hours would solve a lot of FOMO, than swapping everything right in at one moment sometimes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Rationality before emotionality in investing, and that's also so important.
Yeah, because I think now the only option really for people in crypto to do DCA is like you have to go to centralized exchange and just do a recurring kind of buying mechanism. So it's nice to be able to have something outside of that because we know a lot of people don't like to really interact the least as possible with centralized exchanges. So it's cool that you guys have that as well.
Yeah, yeah. And there's also some magic in it being on chain and seeing it executing on chain. Yeah, I think that's also nice.
Yeah, that's awesome because it also, I think affects how fast it can happen when it happens off chain and then on chain as well. So I think that's, something pretty powerful.
Definitely, yeah, yeah. In while we were developing, we thought that there's a main reason because otherwise you need to trust off-chain bots. Well, it's off-chain, and these take also a lot of gas, and these are also a risk. So that stimulated, building also definitely everything on chain. It's was a lot of effort, but definitely worth it.
That makes sense. I remember reading something and I was trying to find it, but I couldn't recently, where I was trying to think of like more complex use cases. And I was thinking, like managing your portfolio might be something that would be a little bit more complex. Does Intento have anything that could kind of help someone with portfolio management? And how, if it does, how does it simplify those things?
Yeah, the portfolio management would be really at next level. I feel it's too difficult to make a flow or a set of flows that know about your portfolio at first, but then also yeah, making them optimize it. So what we're doing next as well, and also as part of our roadmap, is making an AI agent
That was
where
my next
you can
question.
generate the flow templates,
Yeah,
and then then when you have the templates, you put them on chain, and then it's self custodial, secure, and you have all these benefits that we bring.
yeah,
And yeah, so we're
yeah.
trusting AI with the generation part, and Intento and the on-chain part for execution.
Yeah, you beat me to it. That was my next question because I think it just makes perfect sense to be able to, train like an AI agent or something to kind of learn how you do your workflows, how you do your flows, and then kind of be able to do it for you where you're not having to go in and do it yourself. So I think it kind of makes too much sense to be able to combine the two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we all already made a POC a while back for it, and yeah, we just had an issue with and ChatGPT. You couldn't have the link going to an external website that easily, but yeah, basically it could generate in a very good way the flow template, and then it's just having once you have that, we have a link, and you go to the Intento portal, and then you can review and submit the intent that you have. So that's what we will be building.
Awesome. So we talked about how you guys just last week went mainnet. How much time went between the inception of Intento and to mainnet last week? And then kind of walk us through like the feeling of finally being able to go mainnet. I'm sure that was a really proud moment for the both of you. Again, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. So I think for Intento, the journey started in 2021 under the name Trustless Hub. And yeah, I think in 2023 we said, okay, we now have this vision where we also want to add more conditional logic to it. And that's where Intento was born, the name. And yeah, we've been in the Interchain Builders program, and they've been steering us to what we do best and
Mhm.
helping us get where we are in that sense. So yeah, that was very important and key in the beginning, in the first steps, and now also with PSS launch, we got a lot of help with from Crypto Crew, one of our validators as well, and yeah.
During testnet, we did with the validator set, we did a lot of testing, stress testing. How much flows can we do per second? Yeah, Daniel is a developer. I believe it was 1.3 seconds or something.
Yeah, we could handle millions of flows in an hour, and
Oh wow.
yeah, it was too difficult to test more. But
Yeah,
yeah, we are scalable. That's for sure.
but yeah, definitely at
Amazing.
testnet phase, we did a lot of development, what we can improve on the Intento portal, and then we launched the next step, TokenStream.fun, which uses the IBC routing from Skip Go API. And yeah, the last week definitely it was amazing to see the first flow appearing on mainnet. And before everything we could only see it in testnet, and it was amazing to see that happening. To use my own Atom wallet for submitting a flow, it's amazing.
Yeah, definitely amazing. One thing I've liked so far about your journey and what you guys are building is that I feel like usually whenever a chain comes out or some idea comes out, you can really see who it benefits the most. Sometimes you're like, oh, this benefits developers or DJing users. But I truly feel that with what you guys are building, it benefits everyone almost equally. I feel like it benefits developers, power users, or everyday crypto users like in the same manner. So it's really cool that you guys are building something that helps out the whole everyone, the whole in the space. I think it's really amazing. So again, really happy that you guys have been on mainnet. I know it's a huge achievement. Kudos to you guys, and just love that you guys are building something that's really helpful to everyone.
Thanks for these kind words, definitely, and that's our aim as well. It's to make things simpler for everyone, and that in a trustless manner.
Yeah,
Awesome.
glad to hear these nice words, and yeah, very cool to hear that we were doing good on those aspects as well. Yeah.
So I am taking a look at you guys' roadmap. You have right now you guys are in the middle of it with the stream swap Atom and USDC, Q3 and Q4. You guys have the foundation for Sovereign Chain, and so that's the AI agent part that we were talking about a little bit ago. And then I'm seeing
Yes.
that next year you guys have more IBC chains directly supported. Um, how many chains are you guys talking about? You don't have to give me specifics, but just like how has that journey been of getting other chains like onboarded? Has that been easy? We're talking to teams, or is it something that you even have to even talk to them because IBC connects everything? Is it even something that you have to talk to teams
Oh
about?
yeah, yeah. Fun question. So Yeah, right now we have Cosmos Hub, of course, as a consumer chain, and we have Osmosis, where most of the liquidity is. We have those two connected right now directly, and indirectly we can access even more because of IBC packet forwarding. So we can access 100 plus chains probably. And that's also in TokenStream.fund. Yeah, you can use chains that are not directly supported. So that simplifies things a lot. Of course, having to set up 100 plus connections, tokens everywhere, that would be very difficult. So having two connections at first makes a lot of sense for us. And from there, we want to see where are the users, where does it make sense to go next, where's the liquidity. But also with trustless agents, we can abstract away the fees, and because of that, it can be a revenue model for anyone to create a trustless agent, set up an IBC path from Intento to another chain, and yeah, handle that traffic, and yeah, get paid from that uh, through running the fee configuration of that trustless agent. So we can maybe already see more chains getting connected soon as well.
Yeah, I see that you guys also, after onboarding more IBC chains, you guys are looking at EVM chains, and so that's usually a question I always ask is, obviously the focus is not always only Cosmos. The focus generally is going to be like what other ecosystems we can tap to, right? So it's cool that you guys are thinking that way as well. Um, does just curious, does the news that happened, I think it was like maybe like over a month ago, that the hub wasn't going to do EVM anymore, did that change the timeline for you guys, or did you, or how did that affect you guys at all?
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't bet on it too much. It's horrible to see the effects on or other teams
Yeah,
that really bought into it. But yeah, for us, we of course wanted to get EVM chains like the Cosmos Hub supported earlier. We were in the first steps of connecting to the testnet as well. But yeah, for us, luckily, and we had an architecture for doing EVM as well ready, but we didn't actually code anything there yet. So I think for us, we were quite kind of safe in our time and effort.
that's
But
good to hear.
we got the plans ready to actually build it going forward, and we know now the caveats that will probably be there in making sure it's a very secure system as well
W-
because of the EVM.
will you guys be partnering up with another team for EVM, or is it going to be something you build in house?
That's something we will build in house, but yeah, also on the roadmap you can see the union connection.
Oh
That's
yeah,
something we will explore. So we will connect with union and see what is possible there. So
that's
maybe
possible.
if there are, yeah, if there are possibilities there that we can do a lot of things in a trust minimized manner. Yeah, maybe we can even support EVM sooner. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, the Cosmos Spaces team is actually one of the foundation validators for Union. So we really hope that that's true, that they're able to unify everything. And so yeah, hopefully that does quicken the timeline for everyone to be able to connect to EVM. So that would be amazing. So
yeah,
I know that we took a look at the portal already, and I already asked you guys questions about IBC. Um, I know that you guys have the roadmap. Let's look at a longer roadmap, just long term. The typical question you guys hear, you know, I don't want to ask you guys like in 5 years or 10 years where do you see Intento, but what do you hope Intento will be for users in the future? Like, what do you hope? Just like a simple thing of what Intento is for users when we look down the road.
I think it would be being integrated in wallets and whatnot, even bank apps of users directly for scheduling payments, getting yields, getting all sort of things right there. But also in enterprises, having enterprise software connect to Intento, uh, thinking about the future, that's something that is definitely possible. What do you think, Sietse?
Yeah, I agree on the same. It is, for example, from my background, business administration, I'm thinking on the ERP systems, and you can definitely, yeah, for example, the manual, automatic recurring payment that could be integrated in an SAP, for example. These may be a little bit further on the top, but that's what we're looking for and aiming for.
Awesome, awesome. So, let's say I'm a developer and I like what you guys are doing. What would be the best way for me to get in contact with you guys if I'm really, liking what I see in Nintendo?
You can join our Discord server, and you can follow us on X, Intento at Zone, and you can also join our Telegram chat, and definitely get every update we share.
What's really cool that you guys are already in mainnet, so users can actually go on and actually try it out. Usually we tell them, hold on tight for announcements, but they can literally go to your website, which is
Yes,
intento.zone, and go directly into the portal and just kind of play around and like you said, maybe test it, give you guys feedback as to what they like, suggestions that they have. I'm sure you guys will appreciate it. So I want to encourage users to do that, to go check it out and just give feedback as to what things that you like, things that you were confusing maybe, or you guys think that they might be missing. I'm sure that the team will appreciate that kind of feedback.
definitely. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Anything?
send us send a ticket or email us. We're definitely approachable for anything.
Yeah, we have support tickets in our Discord as well for any issues that may arise. Of course, our products are early, so you can try out with small amounts first. And excited. And if you want, you can always reach out to me or Sietse directly as well.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I really appreciate it.
And currently on the short term, we have the bootstrapping period on StreamSwap, and tomorrow it will end on 2 p.m. UTC. So you definitely now have the chance to be to get allocated into Intel tokens by buying USDC or buying Atom. These are currently live and will stream tomorrow. So now people have the chance to step in.
Super exciting. So yeah, if you guys want to be a part of that, make sure that you go to StreamSwap to be able to buy into one of those tokens to support the team here. Awesome, awesome. Is there anything else maybe that we've missed, guys? I feel like we had a really good space, and I definitely want to make sure that we cover everything you guys are hoping to cover.
I think we covered everything. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I think so too. Great,
Yeah.
great spaces. Really
Yes.
like chatting with you. Yeah.
I really
Agree.
appreciate it. Thank you for hanging on with me when we had the mic trouble early on. I'm glad we fixed it really quickly, but I definitely want us to do this again. We're barely a week in right now, mainnet. Maybe a couple of months down the road, we can see what's changed since then. Really excited about y'all's roadmap. I really think the AI agent thing's going to be huge for you guys. I see some awesome things happening with just being able to do all these flows and get AI agents kind of learning what your flow looks like and actually being able to do things for you. So yeah, super exciting, guys. I can't wait to do another space with you guys and let's see what
Definitely.
your Intento is then.
Yeah, on the next pages we will showcase an AI agent, whatever you want to orchestrate on chain. Promised.
Awesome, awesome. All right, then. Well, if that's it, then I want to thank you guys, and we'll see you guys soon, hopefully.
Thank you for having us. Goodbye.
Thanks for having
Bye,
us.
guys.
Bye.